August has always felt like a quiet in-between to me. The garden is still vibrant and summer is not quite over. But there are small signs everywhere that something is changing. This is a time of year I find ambivalent. I would like summer to last forever, but I enjoy the slow pace that comes with fall in the Nordic garden. There is still plenty to enjoy of summer, but also a feeling that a new chapter is about to begin. One of the things I wanted to do before summer disappeared completely was to paint a sunflower. Sometimes the painting comes together easily and sometimes it really doesn't. This one didn't turn out quite the way I had imagined. There were many small attempts before I felt like I was getting closer to what I wanted. And I think that's something I once in a while forget. Perhaps the process is just as important as the painting we eventually finish. And while the sunflower was still reminding me that some parts of summer were not quite finished, the garden was already offering something new. The apples were beginning to fall. So I decided to gather the ones that were ready and make something with them. I didn't pick all of them. There was still plenty left on the tree and I wanted to leave them for a little longer. But the ones that had started to fall were a reminder that harvest doesn't always happen at one perfect moment. Some things are ready before others. For a while I have been planning to make some adjustments in the garden now that we have lived here for a year. I have been waiting for September and fall to come so the plants could be moved. Late August is a bit soon, but with the things I have planned for this season, I decided it was better to get started. The first thing I wanted to do was move a rhododendron that had never really found the right place. We had already moved it once before, so this time it didn't have a particularly large root system. I was a little nervous about moving it again, but the place where it had been simply wasn't working well, and it had always been a temporary home for it. Sometimes making a garden means admitting that something isn't quite right and being willing to change it. So I gave the rhododendron a new place to grow with better soil. Hopefully this will be a better place for it. Once the rhododendron was moved, I could start working on the rest. I wanted to add plants that would carry the garden further into autumn. They all bring something different to the garden. Over time, the decision we have made this season become part of the garden story, which I find very peaceful to think about. Looking around the garden now, there are still plenty of signs of summer. The flowers are still blooming and the apples are still hanging from the trees. But the garden is quietly beginning to change. I love this time of year because nothing shifts all at once. There is no clear moment when summer ends and autumn begins. It simply unfolds slowly. And maybe that is what a new chapter really is. Not a sudden ending, but small quiet changes that gently lead the way forward. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I'll see you again soon.